doing? This is your boy Food Junkie coming at you with a little video. Everyone's doing well. Everyone's doing okay. Haven't done this type of video in a while. On my way to work as normal. Y'all know how we do it. We collapse about anybody and everybody, anything and everything. Y'all keep me company, and hopefully I keep you guys slightly entertained. So the title: The Real World versus the Beef Sector. Let's talk. Okay. Earlier today I did a video titled Avoiding Deflection and Distraction, basically talking about people that's going on in this beef sector that seemingly are deflecting and trying to distract from topics and discussions that happens with them. And if they are talking about it, they are glossing over it, and the behavior is continuing. This title is because of what's going on in the real world, and I'm going to try to point out parallels to what's going on in the real world and how it happens to correlate to what's happening here in the beef sector. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Everyone's doing well. Once again, I can't watch the screen because I'm driving, and people have to call police and lie, so it is what it is. So what's being popular in the real world right now is the whole Kanye West drama and saga and debacle. Some people are saying he's getting what he deserves. Some people are saying that, it's about time. Some people are saying he's being treated unfairly. Some people in the community are saying that he is, it's too much. It's too much. And some people are saying maybe if he would have showed a little bit of leniency and humbleness and less hubris, he would have the community to back him up and to protect him. Think about that, y'all. Kanye been flying high, showing his ass for about, let's say, 15 years now. Kanye been showing his ass, talking out the side of his neck, saying anything that comes to his mind, anything that pops up in his head, just saying it. And being getting away with it. Why? Because mostly he's been talking mess and nonsense about who? The black community. With slaves, slavery was a choice, things of that nature, all kind of BS. The last thing, biggest slight, was the White Lives Matter t-shirt. Y'all know where that came from. That was the combat to Black Lives Matter. That the white rapists, the white racists used as a troop to counteract the Black Lives Matter movement. And granted, the Black Lives Matter movement is not a saint, is not some sacred situation that was not without its flaws. Us as people, just merely being human beings, are not without our flaws. But having this racist trope out there being spewed by someone who is known for downing and dogging his own community was a good job. You know what I'm saying? He was Hollywood and the fashion industry and the entertainment industry's golden boy because he tells the truth. He tells the truth. Now his truth has offended, quote unquote, the wrong people. Now his quote unquote truth has cost him his billionaire status. Upwards, they said, of what, $1.4 billion? Stopped his bag from Adidas, where they stopped making payments on what they owed him to recoup the $245 million that he had them lose. So I say that, think about what's going on in the beef sector right now. You have certain people who have been riding high, talking mess, talking about BS, saying the most reckless stuff, doing the most reckless things. If you have this billionaire who was invited to all the parties, invited to all the places, all the rooms, sitting at all the tables that anyone in that industry, in that field, would die to sit at, to die to be at, to die to be part of that room. Now look at him now. Walking to Skechers the other day. Got escorted out. You have Marshalls, the same store that old girl got caught stealing from back in 2002, 2003. The discount type store, saying that they would never carry Yeezys. Just to pile on, as to just put their name out there. So that's why when I hear people say here on the beef sector, or in the beef sector was not, oh, I was just happy to be in a room. I was just happy to be at the table. You have to be at the table to make decisions. No, you don't. You're just a face at the table, no matter what table it is, be it a white table, black table, whatever table it is. If you didn't create that table, you can be dismissed from that table. But I say the real world versus the beef sector because it's the same thing here in the beef sector. A lot of y'all are just so happy to be in the room. A lot of y'all are so happy to be part of the conversation. So happy to be talked about. So happy to be discussed. So happy to have your name called. Just so happy to be part of the conversation. And while you're there, you're getting your clout. You're getting your little bit of money. You're getting this status. But when it all falls down, what do you have? When it all falls down, what do you have? When the friends that you find out that was never your friends, the people that you was in cahoots with, the people that you were in bed with, no longer want to sleep with you, no longer find you interesting, no longer find you attractive, no longer find you worthy, what do you have at that point? Kanye is a cautionary tale. Kanye is a cautionary tale for everybody, not only just for life in general, but also in life here on this beef sector. Because it seemed that he had everything. He had Anna Wintour's, which is quote unquote one of the fashion icons out there. He was in these fashion circles. All these entertainment circles was not. No matter how talented he may be, he crossed the wrong person, the wrong people, pissed off the wrong people, and all these apologies that he's submitting now, all these reasons as to why he's being counseled or why he's being discarded, why he's being, left out there on his own. Not because he said racist tropes, racist remarks, because he crossed the wrong people. He said anti-Semitic things. I asked somebody the other day, what does anti-Semitic mean? I haven't looked it up yet. I really need to look it up. But I asked somebody yesterday, what does it mean? Because I don't understand what that means. I understand what racism is. I understand what misogyny is. I understand what xenophobia is. I understand what homophobia is. But I really don't understand what anti-Semitic is. I need to look it up. I really do, because I need to educate myself on it before I really truly speak on it. But if he says that a certain group of people control the money here in the world, or in America was not, and that seems to be kind of factual, I don't understand what's anti-Semitic about that. If he says a certain group of people control the power in the entertainment industry was not, good, bad, or indifferent, what is anti-Semitic about that? See, I don't agree with everything Kanye West says, but sometimes you think that you're so in there that you're not in there at all. And that's what his problem was. That's what a lot of y'all probably here on YouTube is. Y'all think that y'all are so in there, not recognizing that y'all not really in there at all. Because last week, Kanye was riding high. Well, a couple weeks ago, he was riding high. Until he said one too many things to one too many other wrong people. Offended one too many people. And now the people that he offended the most and disregarded the most, he needs the help of the community. See, other races understand this. Other races get this. We, you and I, people who look like us, seem to not truly understand or grasp this concept. There's strength and power in numbers. Y'all get it for the wrong reasons. The more numbers you have in your chat, the stronger you think you are. Here on YouTube, I guess. Not realizing what's going on here. I don't understand what's happening, y'all. Car. Sorry, I'm trying to see what's happening behind me. Does it affect what happens in front of me? Okay. A lot of y'all understand that, oh, I got more numbers in my chat, so therefore I'm in there. Not realizing one day you're in, the next day you're out. One day you're flying high, the next minute you're flying low. It's like a Kanye. You may have a decade of fabulousness, you may have 2 decades of fabulousness. You may have something that is going well forever and a day. But with a blink of an eye, a snap of a finger, an open pursing of the lips about the wrong thing to the wrong person, and you're done. You're done for. Deanna mentioned this yesterday, that y'all looking for a new VS and y'all got it in Pizarro. I mentioned it today in my chat earlier today. But what's Pizarro? Not Pizarro, what's VS now? She was humbled. Left y'all searching for someone else to lead you. Left you searching for someone else to help you become who you need to become. Help you feel important. Help you feel heard. Help you feel acknowledged. And when that person is gone, is done for, is obsolete, you're going to go on another journey. Looking for someone else to make you feel acknowledged, make you feel important, make you feel smart, make you feel accepted. Adidas dropped Kanye, kept his bag. Forbes took his status away from being a billionaire. And he said, more money than we got, more than I got. She said, I can't speak for y'all, because all y'all are rich, you know. But it happens. Y'all don't see parallels in the real world and what happens here on YouTube. I told y'all, this little YouTube thing is a microcosm of what's going on in the real world. In all aspects. All you have to do is open up your eyes and look at it, look for it. You can't sit up here and not understand Kanye's story, his downfall, and look at a lot of people on here in the same trajectory. You're flying high. You're doing good. You're doing well. But the person looks to say the wrong thing, the wrong syllable, the wrong phrase, piss off the wrong person. And where are you at? What do you have? Where are you at? That's what I always say. Don't allow people to build you up, because you really think of the powers who break you down. Kanye thinking that, oh, let me attack my own people. While I don't like anyone really, because I don't like myself, I haven't learned to love myself first. So that gives me that carte blanche to attack so many others, especially the ones that is a shining reminder of who I am, what I don't like about myself, and what I don't like about looking in the mirror at myself. So I try so hard to deflect and distract and avoid everything and everyone else. The same things I say about y'all here in the beef sector. On here all day long, every day, all day. Running from one chat to the next. Because you want to be there when it happens. You want to see what's going on. While you're neglecting your own life in real life. Needing someone online to tell you you're smart, you're beautiful, you're talented, you're important. Kanye needed people to tell him that he's smart, he's a genius, he's God. But when they stop calling you God, when they stop seeing your quote-unquote genius, your quote-unquote talent, what do you have but delusion? A sense of grandeur, a sense of elevated self, hubris. Because people placated you for so long, you started to believe that you were that. People placated you for so long that you thought that you were the it boy, the it girl. Just like on here. People have placated a lot of y'all for so long, y'all started to believe your own hype. Started to believe that you were more important than you actually are. You were more valuable than you actually are. That you're not actually disposable. That you're not actually someone who we can do without. Prime example, old girl Chicago, threatened to leave, thought she would be missed, thought that it was gonna all fall down without her. Now scraping, scratching, and scheming to get back where you thought you were. All these false prophets, baby, these false kings, false queens, false gods, wanting to be counted, attempting to chase clouds. I don't know. See, I look at everything through a cynic's eye. I do. That's why I can move the way I move. That's why I move the way I move. That's why I do what I do, how I want to do it. And that's why I do it with no apologies, without permission, and no explanation. Because I know, or in spaces and places, talk about me like a dog. And you amen it. Don't put nothing past anybody. No, none of y'all. None. It is what it is. It's who y'all show yourselves to be. Like Kanye, thinking you're more important than what you actually are. Thinking that you're more or not susceptible to being humbled. I say, I find it really interesting, y'all. I really do. Yeah, like I said, you know, the real world versus the beef sector. Let's talk about it, because the reality is what's happening to Kanye is a cautionary tale. What we have seen happen here on this YouTube beef sector situation on a very small scale, but it's the same thing nonetheless. Someone grew to fame, grew to power, grew to having clout, thought they were untouchable, thought their armor that they have built or was given was unpierceable, said the wrong thing, did the wrong move, made the wrong move to the wrong person or to the right person. Next thing you know, you see their decline, their downfall. Now they're grasping at straws, gasping for air. I'm just saying. Wanting to be saved by the very same people that they done dogged out, talked about, stepped over, stepped on to get what they thought they wanted to be, which is a quote-unquote head. There's lessons in life, y'all. Y'all wonder why I am who I am, why I say what I say, why I do what I do when I want to do it. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at the fact that you haven't grasped the lessons that we need to learn. You're upset with the fact that you haven't understood the assignment. The assignment of life is always to learn, always to watch. Take in what helps you be your best self and discard the rest. The popularity, the numbers, the money, all that can come and go. But who you are as a person, who you are as an individual, where do you stand? When I started this whole YouTube creator topic type of situation was that I've always asked, how much is your soul worth? How much is your dignity worth? How much are you willing to charge for your morality? How much is that worth for you, to you? And I've always watched people, watched how they moved, what they'll do for $1, a dime, a nickel, a penny, what they'll do for $1, what they'll do for numbers, what they do for clouds, what they do for quote-unquote perceived power. Keep my mouth closed, just watch you. How you go from flower to flower trying to find your place, home to home trying to find your place. I'm just saying, don't be mad at me. All I do is observe you. All I can see what you show me. All I can talk about what I see. You know, that's how you want to be presented, how you be represented. I can't be mad at that. It is what it is. I'm just saying, y'all. But yeah, I'm coming y'all on way to work. This is just, I've been watching a bunch of this Kanye stuff last night and watching different opinions and varying opinions and things like that, varying takes on it. The good, the bad, the different. Oh my God, how wrong they did him, how much he don't deserve this, that, and third. I just started to realize it's the same shit here on the beef sector. All this YouTube thing, all this social media thing. Someone came to some power, overstepped their boundaries, thought that, you know what I'm saying, it was untouchable, invisible. By realizing they're just as disposable as everyone else is, who don't own it. If I'm paying you $245 million, what am I making? What am I projected to make off of this? It's like I look at the sports teams and athletes and stuff, and actors and stuff. Will Smith makes $25 million for film. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson makes $35 million for film. LeBron James signs a $200 contract. Michael Jordan makes a deal with Nike and makes it up. First black athletic billionaire in the world. Tiger Woods, And as soon as you done hit your purpose, you don't own it, you're discarded. When they're tired of you, you say something that they don't like. I'm just saying. It's one thing to be in the room. It's one thing to be at the table. It's another thing to own the building that the room is in. And you built the table from scratch. It's a totally different concept. I can't be at the head of someone else's table. I can't be the voice of reason or the only voice that matters in a room that I don't own? Just saying. People give you this perception of power. This perception of power people give you to make your followers, to make your people that follow you, that respect you, that trust your word, that trust what you do, to get them caught up so they can steal that power from you, so they can steal your name from you. Kanye don't own Yeezy, the name Yeezys. Adidas does. They control if the stuff was released or not. A lot of y'all smiling in each other's faces was not realizing that people are just using you for what they can get from you. Numbers, money. It's holiday season. Season's beggins. I'm just saying. See the parallels, y'all. It happens all around us. You choose not to watch it. You choose not to look at it. You choose not to acknowledge it, to see it. You want to be oblivious to it. Turn a blind eye to it. Go on mute. Watch what's going on around you. Watch what people are doing to you. Or at least trying to do to you. I'm just saying. Make it make sense. I'm just saying, y'all. It's a crazy world out there. And the ones who survive are the ones who actually have their eyes open, their ears open, listening, keeping their head on the swivel, watching what's around them. Everyone in your front row is not your best friend. Everyone that's smiling at you, then you sit on their front row, is not your friend. They're probably watching you while you're trying to watch them. I'm just saying, make it make sense, y'all. Like I said, Kanye West is a cautionary tale. He is a cautionary tale. A lot of y'all out here thinking that y'all Kanye, y'all winning. Because your name's out there, you're doing big things for now. Not knowing that someone else is pulling your strings. Not knowing that someone else has the capability of releasing your brand or not. Taking your brand from you or not. They make you think that you have this perceived power, which you don't have. I'm just saying, y'all. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But yeah, y'all. Didn't want much. I'm coming to talk to y'all like that for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Give you a different perspective on the same old conversations I've been having for a while. You know. But yeah. Hope everyone have a good day. Hey, everybody in the chat, you guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone has a good week so far. It's Thursday. Basically what, my Wednesday I think it is, or my midweek I should say, because you know still work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, didn't want much. Hope everyone had a good day. Hope everyone enjoyed this little conversation we had. So just a little conversation, a little talk, you know, open up each other's eyes. Love you guys for being here. As always, it's not important that I love you guys. It's important that you love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else. And this is your boy Food Junkie. And I'm out, you guys. And once again, I do apologize from the video earlier if y'all didn't hear everything, but I rewatched it and I got the message from it. Hope y'all did too. I hope y'all get the same message from this one. Love y'all. Peace. Over here. Oh, screaming. Oh, no, screaming. Oof. All the heart. Can't take it.